CIA scammed the world pretending to be a Swiss company that sold encryption services. What a story. I mean, here's how it happened. Crypto AG is a Swiss company that built out an encryption platform so countries all over the world could code their messages so nobody could read them or hear them or understand them, right? So 120 different countries bought this service. India, Iran, countries in Europe, countries all over Latin America. And they all thought they were working with an independent company that was based in a neutral country, right? Everybody trusts the Swiss. Wrong. What none of these crypto AG customers knew, these countries knew, was that the company was secretly owned by the CIA, who was actually reading or listening in on everything that they were talking about for more than half a century. What a story. Joining us now, perfect guest for this segment. Couldn't find anybody better. Bill Binney. He's a former intelligence official with the U.S. National Security Agency who became a whistleblower. He's a critic of both of his bosses, George W. Bush and Barack Obama, for their data collection policies. By the way, before we start this conversation, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Guess which two countries never bought in on this AG crypto company because they didn't trust the West?
Well, they were the ones who were smart.
Russia and China.
That's right. That's right.
They said, no. It doesn't smell right.
Well, you don't, I mean, no country in the world should ever buy its encryption system from some other country or somewhere where it's made out of their control. Once they don't have control of it, that means they're exposed to everybody. But
Mr. Binney, it was the Swiss. Everybody should trust the Swiss.
Yeah, they like Nazi gold too.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Maybe that should have been the first sign.
Right.
What does this tell us about the CIA? You know what it makes me think about? We had a gentleman from Huawei here today, and the United States is constantly telling China we can't trust Huawei because they mix business and government affairs, and they're going to spy on you. It's exactly what we just did here.
Well, and much more than that, worldwide, because we've got implants all over the world in the network. So
really,
yeah, it's we do the same thing, right? This is nothing new. I mean, this is what every intelligence agency has always been trying to do this kind of thing down through the decades.
Kudos, right? You give them props.
Absolutely, and you bribe people. You do anything you can to get them to use something that you can leverage. And can I give you an example?
Sure, of course.
What they're trying to do really was get at the bad guys. And China and Russia were not safe from this either because they talk to other countries. And when they talk to other countries, we read the other countries' reaction to what they're saying. That gives us an idea of what they're saying. So it gives us a view into their view. A case in point, in World War II, the Nazis gave the Japanese military attaché in Berlin a tour of the Atlantic Wall,
right,
giving him a tour of all the defensive positions. And so he dutifully reported it back to Japan in the Japanese Purple Code, which we were reading. so that laid out that was very helpful for the invasion of Europe, okay? So
are we, as Americans sometimes, I think we've lost. I respect the CIA. I know they have a job to do. I know, as I think it was Mike Pompeo who said, was it Mike Pompeo who said they cheat, they lie, they steal?
Yep.
Right? I guess we expect they should do that, but we should still be cognizant of some of that so we understand what we're doing and how others see us.
Right.
But right now we're not, right?
No. In fact, it's not just true of our country, but no country has any control of their intelligence agency. They don't. Once they close a secret door, they don't really know what's going on.
But somehow we think in our country, no, we play by the rules. We do it right. You could say, as somebody who was inside there, we don't?
We don't. We'll do it, and we'll do anything that's necessary. That's really what's going on.
How much of that should we or expect our leaders to try and control? I always talk about the Church Committee in 1975 that says we can't do some of these things, no more assassinations, etc. But we're doing it now again.
That's right, and I believe that the vast majority of it should be known by a large portion of Congress too. And certainly the White House and those people who are in charge of giving the orders to everybody. They should in fact control all of this.
Am I wrong to think Congress really doesn't give a hoot, and neither does the president, and neither does the media, and that's a problem?
I believe the president has more concern about it than the Congress, that's for sure. In fact, Congress is more of an advocate for a lot of what's going on than an overseer. it's more like oversight rather than oversee.
Yeah.
You know, it's they tolerate things, they support things, anything the agencies want, they support.
That's dangerous.
Yes, it is.
Bill Binney, I'll tell you what, you're a great guest. Thanks so much for sharing your wisdom with us and your experience, which is probably even just as important.
Thanks
again,
me.
my friend. It's
Thank
great
you.
you're here with us.